Hello everyone, this is Rabbi David Zirkind from the Riverdale Jewish Center with another installment of our weekly Parsha video. This Shabbos is Parsha Devarim and Shabbos Hazon as we prepare for Tisha B'Av that begins on Motzei Shabbat. When Parsha Devarim and Shabbos Hazon come together as they do every year in advance of mourning the Chorban, the Beis HaMikdash, we engage with two prophets who shared two incredibly powerful prophecies that were, so to speak, headed in opposite directions. Moshe Rabbeinu begins in Parshas Devarim to formulate his farewell address. As the Jewish people are moving towards the land of Israel, Moshe, of course, will remain behind in the Midbar as they enter the Promised Land without him. Yeshayahu Hanavi in the Haftorah of Shabbos Hazon that we read in advance of Tisha B'Av anticipates through his prophecy what the Chorban will be like at the time that the Jewish people leave the Beis HaMikdash in its destruction and are sent out into exile. Moshe is expressing prophecy about our entry into the land, while Yeshayahu Hanavi is expressing prophecy about our exit during the time of Galus. At the very end of Kinos, we often have the practice in our communities to sing the Kina of Eish Tukad B'Kirbi. And in this beautiful Kina, the refrain goes, B'tzeitzi mi Mitzrayim, B'tzeitzi mi Yerushalayim, that it's talking about the times at which we left Egypt in excitement about our entry into the land, but also the pain of having to leave Yerushalayim during our times of exile, all the way until the end of the Kino, when we can finally say, B'tzeitzi mi Mitzrayim, B'shuvi li Yerushalayim. First I left, and then ultimately I made it back. This is the circle of Jewish history. Our ins and outs through the land of Israel, coming and going, reminding us about the centrality of Eretz Yisrael in our lives. During this time of the year, but during a year like this one as well, we are reminded of the centrality of Israel in everything that we do and everything that we are. Thinking about Israel, caring about Israel, helping rebuild and secure the land of Israel in so many different ways. That's what Tisha B'Av is about. That's what Moshe Rabbeinu's final address is about. And that's ultimately the pinnacle of Kinos, to be able to sing with the same anticipation that Moshe Rabbeinu had, but even more so knowing that we too will one day make it back to Eretz Yisrael. I hope that we can join together this year. Beginning on Motzei Shabbat, we'll have a beautiful kumzitz with our Hazon Shim Kramer, and then on Tisha B'Av morning, on Sunday morning, after our 9 o'clock minyan, we'll be able to study together themes of motherhood and the story of Chana as we recite Kinos in a very meaningful and interactive fashion. I hope you'll join us for all of it, and I hope that next year we'll be able to celebrate the 9th of Av back in Eretz Yisrael in Yerushalayim. Shabbat Shalom to one and all, and we hope to see you at the RJC very soon.